Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, that looks good. Has anyone in your household had a fever of 100 or higher?
No.
Anyone had the following: sore throat, cough, headache, shortness of breath?
Nope.
Okay, you are good to stay today. Go ahead and use a little hand sanitizer. When you go in, change your shoes, wash your hands, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Welcome back to school, Holy Family. This is a school year unlike any other. We've worked extremely hard to get this school year set up for you. We'll be following many of the procedures presented in the town hall. Parents, we ask that you make sure you took the time to go through the handbook, sign the documents, sign the waiver, and you are ready to go. The handbook is very important for details whether you are virtual or in person. Remember, we've put a lot of things in place, but we are also asking for flexibility. We are going to be learning, growing, and changing, whether it be from something we learned here or something the state puts in place. Be sure that you are a part of all of our communication channels, the website, calling post, dojo. All of those will have all of our information on them. Parent portal as well for grades and report cards. Reach out to us if you have questions or needs. We're here for you, and we are looking forward to kicking off the school year healthy and with as much positivity as possible. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, it's Mrs. Collier. Welcome back to another school year. But a lot of things have changed this year. One thing, let's talk about the kindergarten uniform. Kindergartens wear a navy blue polo now, and their blue bottoms and black shoes. Okay? If they're a girl, they have to wear the jumper, not the skirts. I know the skirts are pretty, but we need them to wear the jumpers, okay? Next thing, I know parents were thinking, why do my students have to have on a uniform if they're doing virtual learning? We want to keep everything consistent. We want our parents and we want our kids to feel like they're watching on viral on the computer and in the classroom, that the kids look the same. That means that they need to have their uniform on. We are a uniform school. Next thing, making sure that our kids have their mask on every day. We're going to supply them with some if we have them in the building, but we want to make sure that they have masks on every single day. I'm looking so forward to you guys coming back in the building. I'm going to reach out and we're going to fist bump, we're going to high five, we're going to nod, all of those things so we can keep our social distance, okay? Well, until we see you guys in the building, bye-bye.
Good afternoon, parents, and welcome to Holy Family School Food Orientation for the 2021 school year. My name is Mrs. Marilyn Hawkins, and I'm the Food Service Director. First, there are changes this year in how the breakfast and lunch program will operate. Parents will have to choose from a menu that will be placed on our website, hfm.org, with instructions on how to order. Under Ordering Parents and Students section, as well as an application to complete for participating in this program. If you receive SNAP, TANF, or have a foster child in the home, you qualify for free breakfast and lunch. However, you must be verified by the state on their website. You can call me and I will verify whether or not you qualify. Please place an order for September now, in order that your child will have a breakfast or lunch each day. If you are a reduced or paid family, there are instructions on how to pay for the month. I can only determine family statuses by receiving a lunch application. Virtual learners can also participate in this program by completing an application. You will be notified concerning days and times of pickup. Remember to sign up today to place a breakfast or lunch order and to complete a food application. And again, thank you for choosing Holy Family as your choice in education.
Hello, my name is Miss Skills. I work as an assistant family support worker along with Miss Moore. We are very excited about the new school year. Um, Coming in and dealing with the kids and making sure everybody is staying safe. I'm just so very excited about getting to know your kids and, getting to know all their little personalities. At the same time, staying safe and, on top of things. I think we can all get through this year um, in a good way. And like I said, I'm very excited about, starting this year and learning new things and, just doing my job to support you and your children. So welcome to our program. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Miss Nelson, and I handle K through 8 student accounts here at Holy Family School. I'd first like to thank you for choosing Holy Family as the institution for investing in your children's education. Financial needs for educating children have not gone away, and therefore the tuition cost here at Holy Family, whether you have chosen in-school or virtual learning, has not gone away. I'm going to try to answer questions that have been asked of me for first-time parents in hopes that gives clarity to all. The first one is, how is your tuition calculated? Tuition is an income based per the number of students you have enrolled in the school. It is a yearly cost. However, we have divided them into 10 equal installment payments from August to May. So it is not based on how many days the kids are in school per that month. They are equal installment payments. So if you have one child and your income goes up to $36,000, then you're in tier 1. And that cost, I'm going to give you the monthly for each one, is $255. If your income starts at $36,001, then you're in tier 2 and your tuition cost is $280.50. If your income starts at $53,000, then you're in tier 3 and your tuition is $350 a month. If your income starts at $66,000, then you're in tier 4, and that means your tuition is $382 a month. And for tier 5, your income will start at $86,000 and your tuition cost is $400 a month. If you received an invoice that said $400 a month and you did not submit paperwork to set your tier, there is still time to do that. So the next question is, what is needed to set your tuition? There are 5 different things that you can submit to get your tuition cost. The first one is your W-2. The second one is your tax return. However, only the first 2 pages are needed. The third one is the IDES or unemployment income. The fourth one is your Social Security income. And the last one, you can send in the latest 2 paycheck stubs to get your income set to set your tier for your child. When is tuition due? Tuition is usually due around the 10th of the month. There is a calendar, the school calendar, that has all of the dates for the due dates, because there are a couple of months where it is due on the 9th and one on the 11th. But for the most part, tuition is due on the 10th of the month. There is a $35 late fee that is applied after the grace period. And then exclusion is set, and that means that students are not allowed to attend classes if their tuition has not been paid. So pay strict attention to the dates on the school calendar. If you do not have a school calendar, it would be very advantageous for you to get one. You can get one virtually, online, via Class Dojo, or on the school's website, or you can ask me to send you one. I will do that for you. How will you be able to pay your bill? So an invoice will come to you via email. So always check your email around the 1st of the month to see your invoice come to you. At the bottom of the invoice, there is an HTTP link that will be directly over your username and password. The username is usually your email address. Click the HTTP link to open your account, because if you have more than one invoice that would be coming in, say you're paying tuition and you are a student who has aftercare, all of those invoices can be seen at one time instead of paying several processing fees if you open each one individually. If you go through the HTTP link at the bottom of the invoice, you will see all of your open invoices at one time. You can choose as many as you like. Paying with your credit card will charge you $1 processing fee, as well as a credit or debit card charge that your bank is going to charge. Paying with your check will only cost the $1, no matter how many of the invoices that you choose. Be sure when you finish paying to look for the words log out. They're very small near the top of the page. If you click the X to go out of the invoice system, that has not closed your account, and the next time you try to go in, it will tell you that you still have the page open. So be sure to look for the words log out when you log out after making your payments. Is there financial aid? The state has an Empower Illinois scholarship program that gives you an extra cost off of your tuition. That program usually opens up in January, and you can enroll into that program. However, it is a first come, first serve basis scholarship program. There are 48 students listed on our website page waiting for their scholarships to be confirmed. So if you have already enrolled in Empower Illinois and have not been confirmed, your tuition is only set at the Holy Family structure until your scholarship is confirmed. Those who are trying to probably go in and register for Empower Illinois know that October the 30th is the last day that you can apply for Empower Illinois, and you will go to www.empowerillinois.org to do that. All of your paperwork must be submitted by November the 31st to ensure that you will be put on the waiting list. Again, those students who are on the waiting list are still going to roll in as first come, first serve. So if you are number 50 and there are 10 people ahead of you, then those people will get a scholarship once funds come in before you. I think I've answered most of the questions. If you need to call me and talk to me, you can call me at the school. My extension is 207, or you can email me. I would prefer emails because that way I will be able to see that whether I'm in the school or at home. My email address is snelson@hfschicago.org. I hope I've done some clarity to the questions you may have. Thank you.
Issues, okay? Also, I know you're thinking, you heard on the town hall that if my child is doing virtual and they have to be in uniform, kindergarten wear a navy blue polo, black bottom. A lot of things have changed with this COVID pandemic. What is wrong